why would a radio DJ just say, all right, my playlist does this, 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 and this is how we schedule music. This is why we do it. This is why we play what we play when we play it. And so that was a big that had a very big impact on me, and I feel bad for a lot of people because I remember calling up AJ Ryan. That was his name on the air. It was guy's name was Aaron Roth, and I'd request a song. And he said, well, yeah, I can move it here. I can do this here. And I was like, well, yeah, but you can't move new songs or whatever. And he was like, don't tell me how to do my job. All right, no problem. And, that's kind of iffy because you don't want to be disrespectful or anything like that. You just want to, I don't know, I just thought I was being nice. I wanted every DJ that I called to know me. I called Q. I called B98.5. And whenever I'd call B98.5, I'd be like, yeah. I'd find out the DJ's name first, so I could just address him by name. So I'd call them up, and I'd be like, hey, Mike, this is Derek. And whatever. So that's how I met Jeff Pierce, and I met a lot of people that way. And so you basically have to know people. You can't do radio by yourself. You can't just be like I said, you can't be set up the way I was set up and just do it by yourself and just think you're going to get in radio on your own. There are some people, especially one person in particular, my buddy Nelson, who is one of the nicest people you'll ever meet in your entire life. If you ever get a chance to meet this guy, and obviously, he's just a really good guy. The fact that I know him, and I'll tell you why in a second. He's probably right now, no disrespect to anybody who's ever helped me, no disrespect to anybody who has ever took me under their wing, did anything for me, nothing. Just, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But this man is probably the biggest player in my radio career right now. Because we're doing some stuff that I can't talk about. Something's, where he's basically, what he's doing is he's basically trying to teach me how to hone my craft. He's trying to make me better than what I already am. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Now, let me just pick up where 1996 starts, and nothing happens that year. That year is basically just a dead year. As far as radio goes, I'm just doing my little show out of my parents' house. And I'm doing the show out of my parents' house in my room. And that's it. That's all I'm doing. And what I did was I actually put it on tape, and I would give it to people and be like, hey, do you want to listen to this? Here's what I sound like. And you give it to radio people, and they're like, they don't want to listen to an hour and a half. They want to listen to 2 minutes. For example, like my favorite artist is Toby Keith, and I saw his Inside Fame. And when he would go try to get his record deal, somebody would pop in the tape here. Verse, chorus, verse, verse, chorus, verse, throughout the whole entire tape. And then he'd come back and say, well, I can tell you right now you can't write. Which was kind of made me mad, but that has nothing to do with this particular broadcast, so I'm just going to leave it out. Right. I mean, radio people just want snippets. They want to know if you have talent, and they don't want to listen to an hour and a half to find out. So 1997 begins, or I can't remember if I found this out late 96. You know what? I think I did. I found this out in 96, and it was too late to act on it, so I acted on it in 97. That WHSN, the Husson College station here in Bangor, would allow people to go on the air off the street. And anybody, you want to do a show, they'll let you. I mean, as long as you meet the FCC guidelines. I mean, you can't swear on the air. You can't, no vulgar language, no, nothing distasteful, nothing like that. And me, I jumped on this. I called Ben Haskell and I says, "Hey, listen, I found out that you could be on the air if you wanted to." Yeah, sure, no problem. Now, can I play country? No, there's already too many country stations. There's no top 40 stations. So no, you can't play country. All right, no problem. So the first thing he said was, "Oh, we got to find somebody to train you." All right. You know what? I think I know the guy. I think I know who I would love to have train me. I called Rob up immediately. I was like, "Listen, man, if you can do me this big favor." I said to him, "They're going to let me go on the air at WHSN. You are a student there. Would you do me the honor of training me?" I didn't word it like that, but that was basically the gist of that. He jumped. He says, "Yeah, sure, no problem. We'll do it Saturday mornings from 6 to 9. I think that was his calling, or Ben said that's the time. So that's what we did. Now, I'm not a morning person by any stretch of the imagination. It should be illegal to work in the morning. It should be illegal to get up in the morning. Which, I mean, I've been getting up because I've been working out. And it's been a lot of fun. I'll touch up on that maybe briefly after we're done. So we go into the studio, and he trains me. You know, we go and do we do their format. Their format was pretty cool. It was top 40 hits. And now WHSN is very instrumental in broadening my music horizons. Because like I said, I, for a long time, did not want to listen to anything other than country. All right. You know, and now it's like I love Three Doors Down. I think they're awesome because of WHSN. So, all right, so we do the first show. Now, after we get off the air at 9 o'clock that morning, somebody else is after us. And I had a conversation with her recently, and she is, I'll say she's one of my supporters. I'll say that if the fact that I'm doing this makes her proud. And of course I'm talking about Valerie. I was talking to her one day and I said, "Man, I remember meeting you at WHSN when Rob and I would do our show." And she says, "Oh yeah." And I says, "I tell you what, when I saw you, when I met you there, I knew that you had major drive for this business." And I do. I'm 32 years old, and whenever I'm on the radio, I'm just like a kid in a candy store. It's like, yeah, give me more. And so that is how that started. Now, 97, I worked with Rob. 98, I was on my own. 99, I got a chance to work with, I heard Chris Powers on the radio. And I was like, oh, I got to work with that guy. Let me back up for a second. I'm sorry. Rob and I do a show one week. And then next week, I find out from Ben, oh yeah, by the way, you can do your country show. You can play country if you want. All right. He says, and I didn't call my show anything. I didn't want to. I was just like, we're playing today's hot new country. There was no title. It was just, that's what it was. Playing today's hot new country. And I did that in 97 with Rob. 98, 99, I was on my own. I couldn't play country in 2000 because you ever hear the phrase, you ruin it, one person ruins it for somebody, for themselves, they ruin it for everybody else. So the specialty shows were taken away and my country format was taken away. But you know what? I still wanted to go on the air because it was experience and it was fun. And as a matter of fact, I think one time in 99, I went on the air probably 4 days that week. Obviously, I did my country show on Friday, and I was on the air Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I think it was all but one day. So, WHSN was a very big supporter of my radio career. It was a platform for me to, I guess, play a little bit. There's a lot of stuff that you have to do on the radio. They didn't make me do news because they just didn't. I mean, I did weather. I actually loved doing weather. I loved playing with their jingles. I loved playing with their liners. I loved everything about it. Thank you to Mark Nason, Ben Haskell for that, Rob Green for that as well. And now this is where I meet Nelson Jewell, who, tell you what, one of the greatest people I've ever met in my entire life. He talks about me with so much passion as far as his belief and as far as where he thinks I belong. I mean, it's just not... It's to the point where if he owned his own radio station, I'd probably would be in. I'm not going to rest on that. I'm not going to lay my head down on that. Only for the simple fact that experience is experience. I was told at one point that I'd be given a chance, and it turns out that they hired somebody with more experience at this radio station. I won't mention them right now because I don't want anybody to say, oh, I never said that or anything like that. So anyway, I meet Nelson, and I think he saw my talent right away. He says, you have radio talent. And I used to sound very Here's how